Frances de la Tour is an English actress of French descent, best known for her role as Miss Ruth Jones in the television sitcom Rising Damp from 1974 until 1978. She is a Tony Award winner and three-time Olivier Award winner. She played Mrs. Lintott in the play The History Boys in London and on Broadway, winning the 2006 Tony Award for Best Featured Actress in a Play. She reprised the role in the 2006 film. Her other film roles include Madame Olympe Maxime in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire and Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. Other television roles include Emma Porlock in the Dennis Potter serial Cold Lazarus, Violet Crosby in the ITV sitcom Vicious and Miss Barron in the BBC sitcom Big School. Early life and family. De la Tour was born in Bovingdon, Hertfordshire, to Moira and Charles de la Tour. She was educated at London's Lickell Copyright Ephraim Section A's and the Drama Centre London. She is the sister of actor and screenwriter Andy de la Tour, and was briefly married to playwright Tom Kempinski. She has a son and a daughter. Career: Royal Shakespeare Company and national companies. After leaving drama school, she joined the Royal Shakespeare Company in 1965 where she studied with Michel St. Denis. Over the next 6 years, she played many small roles with the RSC in a variety of plays, gradually building up to larger parts such as Hoyden in The Relapse and culminating in Peter Brook's acclaimed production of A Midsummer Night's Dream, in which she played Helena as a comic tour de force. In the 1970s, she worked steadily both on the stage and on television. Some of her notable appearances were Rosalind in As You Like It at the Playhouse, Oxford in 1975 and Isabella in The White Devil at the Old Vic in 1976. She enjoyed a collaboration with Stepney's Half Moon Theatre, appearing in the London premiere of Dario Fo's We Can't Pay, We Won't Pay, Eleanor Marx's Landscape of Exile, and in the title role of Hamlet. In 1980, she played Stephanie, the violinist with Miss and Duet for One, a play written for her by Kempinski, for which she won the Olivier for Best Actress. She played Sonia in Uncle Vanya opposite Donald Sinden at the Theatre Royal, Haymarket in 1982. Her performance as Josie in Eugene O'Neill's A Moon for the Misbegotten won her another Olivier for Best Actress in 1983. She joined the Royal National Theatre for the title role in St. Joan in 1984 and appeared there in Brighton Beach Memoirs in 1986. She again won the Olivier, this time for Best Supporting Actress for Martin Sherman's play about Isadora Duncan, When She Danced, with Vanessa Redgrave at the Globe Theatre in 1991 and played Leo in Les Parents Terribles at the Royal National Theatre in 1994, earning another Olivier nomination. In 1994, de la Tour co-starred with Maggie Smith in Edward Albee's Three Tall Women at the Wyndhams and with Alan Howard in Albee's The Play About the Baby at the Almeida in 1998. In 1999, she returned to the RSC to play Cleopatra opposite Alan Bates in Antony and Cleopatra, in which she did a nude walk across the stage. In 2004, she played Mrs. Lintott in Alan Bennett's The History Boys at the National and later on Broadway, winning both a Drama Desk Award and a Tony Award for Best Featured Actress in a Play. She would also later appear in the film version. In December 2005, she appeared in the London production of the highly acclaimed anti-Iraq War one-woman play Peace Mom by Dario Fo, based on the writings of Cindy Sheehan. In 2007, she appeared in a West End revival of the farce Boing Boing. In 2009, she appeared in Alan Bennett's new play The Habit of Art at the National. In 2012, she returned to the National in her third Bennett premiere, People. Film and television. Her many television appearances during the 1980s and 1990s include the 1980 miniseries Flickers opposite Bob Hoskins, the TV version of Duet for One, for which she received a BAFTA nomination, the series A Kind of Living, Dennis Potter's Cold Lazarus, and Tom Jones. Of all her TV roles, however, she is best known for playing spinster Ruth Jones in the successful Yorkshire television comedy Rising Damp, from 1974 to 1978. De la Tour told Richard Webber, who penned a 2001 book about the series, that Ruth Jones was an interesting character to play. We laughed a lot on set, but comedy is a serious business, and Leonard took it particularly seriously, and rightly so. Comedy, which is so much down to timing, is exhausting work. But it was a happy time. Upon reprising her rising damp role in the 1980 film version, she won Best Actress at the Evening Standard Film Awards. In the mid-1980s, de la Tour was considered, along with Joanna Lumley and Dawn French, as a replacement for Colin Baker on Doctor Who. The idea was scrapped and the job was given to Sylvester McCoy. In 2003, de la Tour played a terminally ill gay woman in the film Love Actually, although her scenes were cut from the film's theatrical release and appear only on the DVD. In 2005, she portrayed Olympe Maxime, headmistress of Beauxbaton's Academy, in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, a role she reprised in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. Notable television roles during this time include Agatha Christie's Poirot, Death on the Nile, Waking the Dead, the black comedy Sensitive Skin, with Joanna Lumley and Dennis Lawson, Agatha Christie's Marple, The Moving Finger and New Tricks as a rather morbid Egyptologist, also in 2006. She was nominated for the 2006 BAFTA Award for Actress in a Supporting Role for her work on the film version of The History Boys. She later appeared in several well-received films, including Tim Burton's 2010 Alice in Wonderland as Aunt Imogen, a delusional aunt of Alice's, opposite Johnny Depp, Anne Hathaway, Helena Bonham Carter, and Mia Wasikowska, and a supporting role in the film The Book of Eli, directed by the Hughes brothers. In 2012, she appeared in the film Hugo. Until 2012, she was also a patron for the performing arts group Theatre Train. Beginning April 29, 2013, de la Tour has played the role of Violet Crosby in ITV sitcom Vicious with Ian McKellen and Derek Jacobi. Beginning August 16, 2013, she portrayed headmistress Miss Barron in the BBC One sitcom Big School. Personal life. Politically, de la Tour is a socialist and was a member of the Workers' Revolutionary Party in the 1970s. Filmography, awards and nominations, references. External links, Francis de la Tour's website, Francis de la Tour at the Internet Movie Database, Francis de la Tour at the Internet Broadway Database, But You're Beautiful, Miss Jones, interview, Olivier's for Actress category, biography at official Rising Damp website.